brought to you by oneaauto.com, your source for quality parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of oneaauto.com. Thanks.
This video, we're going to show you how to change out the washer pump in this Toyota Camry. This is a 1998, but the procedure is the same for many vehicles, including 1983 to 2006 Toyota Camrys. You'll need a new washer pump from oneaauto.com, 10mm socket with ratchet and extension, Phillips and flathead screwdrivers, a drain pan, washer fluid, and jack stands.
Remove the two 10mm bolts at the top of the bumper cover. There's also a plastic Phillips head retainer that belongs here. Our vehicle's missing it. You just use a number 2 Phillips screwdriver to back it out. Pull the clip out of the grill. Using a 10mm socket and ratchet, remove the 2 bolts from the top of your bumper cover. We're going to bring the vehicle up on a lift to make it easier to show you what we're doing, but this bumper can easily be removed at home on a jack and jack stands. Remove the 6 10mm bolts at the bottom of the bumper cover. Ours is missing one here. The last one at the end. Using a 10mm socket and ratchet, remove your lower bumper bolts. Underneath the bumper, we have the Phillips head plastic retainer. Another one should be here. Remove both if you have them by unscrewing it with a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, popping the clip out of the hole. This retainer works by being clamped into the hole, and as you send this screw in, the screw wedges the retainer apart at the end, makes it wider. This part anchors into the inside of the hole. Remove the inner fender liner to access the 10mm bolt for the bumper. Repeat this step on the opposite side. When removing the last bolt, be sure to keep a hand on the bumper cover to keep it from falling off. Pop out the retainers on the sides of the bumper. Pull the bumper straight out. Behind the bumper cover, on the passenger side, just below the headlight housing, we have our washer pump and reservoir assembly. To access it, remove the 2 10mm bolts at the bottom of the fender liner. We'll use a 10mm socket and ratchet. We're missing a bolt, but there should be 2 located here and here. Remove the 10mm bolt in the wheel well with a socket and ratchet. And fold the wheel well out of the way. Here we have the washer fluid reservoir, our washer level sensor, the washer pump, which creates pressure to spray the windshield with washer fluid, and the hose, it feeds that fluid through. Remove the hose on the bottom of the washer pump and let the fluid drain out into a catch pan. Remove Remove the connector on the top of the pump. Pop the top of the pump out of the retaining clip and remove it from the O-ring. Reinstall the bottom of the washer pump into the gasket. Snap the top back into the retainer. Reconnect the connector on your washer pump. Reconnect the washer hose into the retainer and attach the hose to the bottom of your washer pump. Reinstall the fender liner and the 10mm screw at the bottom. Tighten that down with a 10mm socket and ratchet. Reinstall the 10mm bolt through the bottom of the fender liner into the hole. Again, we're missing one, but you should have two. Your styrofoam bumper support sits on the vehicle like this. Ours is broken quite a bit, so we've taped it back together here. And to make it easier to install our bumper, we're going to take some painter's tape or masking tape, whatever you have handy. Just put 1 or 2 wraps on either side around the support to help keep it in place when we reinstall our bumper. Reinstall the bumper over your support. Tap the edges in at the fenders. Begin reinstalling your hardware. Reinstall the hardware, the 10mm bolt with a socket and ratchet on the top corners of your bumper cover. If you have the plastic clip for the center, pop it in there. These little plastic tabs are what screw this. These little plastic tabs are what hold the screws for the inner wheel well to attach to the bottom of the bumper. So before you install your hardware, you want to make sure that they're all interlocked. Install the plastic clip back into the hole in the bumper. Tighten it down with a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. Repeat this step on the other side if you have the clip that we're missing. Reinstall the 10mm screw on the end of the bumper. Snap your fender liner back into place. Repeat these steps on the opposite side. Lower the vehicle. Open the cap on your new reservoir and install the strainer from your old reservoir. Fill the fluid.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope this video helped you out. Next time you need parts for your car, please visit oneauto.com. Also check out our other helpful how-to as well as diagnosis videos.